From the mountains of faith to the river so deep, I must be looking for something sacred I lost. But the river is wide and it's too hard to cross. Even though I know the river is wide, I walk down every evening and I stand on the shore. I try to cross to the opposite side so I can finally find out what I've been looking for. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep through the valley of fear to the river so deep. I've been searching for something taken out of my soul, something I'll never lose, something I'll never be sold. I don't know why I'm walking at night, but now I'm tired, don't want to walk anymore. I hope it doesn't take the rest of my life until I find what it is that I've been looking for. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep through the jungle of doubt to a river so deep. I'm searching for something so undefined that can only be seen by the eyes of the blind. In the middle of the night. I've never been a spiritual girl, baptized by the fire I wade into the river that runs into the promised land. In the middle of the night, I go walking in my sleep through the desert of truth to the river so deep. We all end in the ocean, we start in the streams. We're all carried along by the river of dreams. In the middle of the night,
everybody. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I could just let them play the whole time. That'd be just great. Hey, turn to somebody and wish them a happy Martin Luther King Day. Welcome to all of you here in the house. Welcome to everybody online. Happy Martin Luther King Day to you. If you want to continue to yak, it's a yak and snack. No, yak and chat out this back door and down to the left. We'll have snacks and coffee and such things right after the service. So, to the right. To the right. Okay, so one day, I came upon my son working in the backyard, working on a project, and he had strung out a string between two stakes. And I said, well, son, where'd you learn to do that? It's a common construction technique, but I didn't know he knew it. And he said, well, you taught me, Dad. String is straight. The boy listened. Unbelievable. It's beautiful. There's some things that over a lifetime of construction, I've learned that water is level. Gravity works. If you need to know if something is square, a squared plus b squared always equals c squared. These things are constant in the world, and I really love this. My wife Karen gave me this compass for Christmas, and when I got it, I looked and I realized this is really profound here. This thing always points north. This little magnet inside this compass aligns with the energy of the earth and always points us north. It's a constant in the universe. It's something that always stays the same. And I really find my faith, my understanding of constants in the universe through things like this. They really make me happy. That's really, my faith often lies in science. And I don't think science and magic are mutually exclusive by any means. So, anybody notice the north wind this week? North, where the cold comes from. Click. So, I want to dovetail a couple of concepts here real quick. Hang on, let me turn the page. When the Rose Bader and the discernment team last week were showing us a very similar graph to this in reference to the natural systems, the way things naturally flow over the course of change. And when we look to the north, which is right over here, by the way, when we look to the north, to me that represents the winter solstice time, the shortest days of the year, which are at the bottom of that curve. And when Laura Collins was here at the solstice a couple of weeks ago, she said that, oh, don't get excited, it's only 5 seconds more daylight tomorrow than it was yesterday. And I got to thinking, well, how does the math work on that? Because 5 seconds going into half of the year to get to a long summer, that can't work. And so I looked it up and I found out there's a trigonometry function that is amazing to look at, but I can't do anything with it. But I can look at a graphic representation of the same thing, and it's showing me, as we go from the north, as we swing around here to the east, that's the midline of that, and we're going at 3 minutes per day is how constant that change is happening. And it's rocking out. Things that happen in the north, it's not a nice time, it's cold, it's uncomfortable, but that's where the molecules of change lie, and that's why it's called the Via Creativa in the creation spirituality model. So turning to the vernal equinox, we're getting into the Via Transformativa. This is founding of new things. It's chaotic, but it's new energy. Things are focusing and deepening, adapting and growing, and going along at 3 minutes per day. We're just rocking it out, and we're headed from here to the south all the way up to that summer solstice, and they're long, long, beautiful days, and we love that time. That's where we have stabilization, we have roles and systems development, new life, called the Via Positiva, and we all love that time. It's beautiful. But we also have another slowdown at that time. Right at the top of the curve, we slow down to that 5 seconds. If it's not changing very fast, thankfully, that time sits around with us for just a minute until we turn around over here to the west, and we're headed toward the autumnal equinox. We call it the Via Negativa in creation spirituality lingo. And that's when catalyst events happen. Chaos, destabilizing, things that rock your world. It's not very comfortable. It's going fast, and it can seem like an avalanche. But that means we are headed right back toward that winter solstice and the new molecules of change, and that Via Creativa, once again, we know it's always going to swing on around. So that's awesome. We're going to talk about empowering a new dream today. Actually, Yona's going to talk about empowering a new dream. And yes, let's welcome Yona FrenchHawk, our Jubilee ordained minister of Indigenous culture. And he's going to continue a little further along the line of talking about the directions at this time. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Jubilee.
Good morning.
You know, whenever we're in this mode of envisioning, dreaming, I like what John said about knowing that water can reveal to us the balance and level of energy, of level of gravity, and that very same gravity that draws our spirit to a place of comfort and calmness. The very same elements that exist in the energy and the ethers of the universe that are part of what the creation spirituality story is. And then to empower a new dream is to go into that vibrational energy and to hear the callings and the dreams of those that have come before. So I ask you to raise with me and to stand. And in this moment to really breathe in the common unity that lives in our heart, the common unity of the visions and the dreams that we understand that were offered to us by our ancestors through their prayers and their visions and their dreams. And when we listen to the wind and the ethers of life, whenever you hear that whispering and that familiar voice in the wind and it speaks to your spirit, these are the very foundations that fuel and empower the willingness to dream. Face with me to the east. Oh, ancestors of the east, to all the ancestors of the sun and the light, we welcome you. Thank you for your warmth and nurturing. Thank you for all that you provide for us as hope. Thank you for igniting the embers of the past and for fueling the fire that lives today in our hearts as we light a path for the future with those visions and those dreams. Thank you, ancestors, for continuing to guide us in this way. Continue to be with us and know that you're always welcome here amongst us in a good way. Oh. Face with me to the south, please. Oh, ancestors of the south, to all the beings of the water nation, we thank you. We thank you for all the nurturing medicine that you give us to quench our thirst for the great mystery of life. We thank you, cloud people and thunder beings and rain people, for coming and visiting with us, for helping to grow the seeds not only of the earth that feed our bodies and our spirits, but also to feed the seeds that are the dreams and the hopes of all life. Thank you, ancestors of the South, for all that you do for us to find the flow and the harmony in life in a good way. Oh. Face with me to the west, please. Oh, ancestors of the west, to all of those that have gone before, to all of those on the other side of that thin veil that we know is life and death, know that we still hear you in the wind, that we still feel your warmth in the sunlight. We still marvel at your beauty in the stars in the sky. Know that we remember you in a good way. Thank you. Thank you for the beauty. Thank you for continuing to whisper your hopes and dreams to the wind and to the beauty that surrounds us. Thank you, ancestors, for this in a good way. Oh. Face to the north, please. Thank you, ancestors of the North. To all the ancestors of the Wind Nation, we thank you. We thank you for taking our hopes and our dreams and our visions and pollinating the earth with it. Raise us up and take us to those places that only the wind and love know to go. We ask you, Wind Nation, to continue to breathe the life into the future. Thank you for continuing to walk with us in this way and to carry the vibrations and the songs and the light of life. Thank you for all that you do, ancestors of the wind, and know that we honor you and that we love you and that we welcome you here in a good way. Now, and if you will, face the center, and again, breathe in deeply. Hold in your own heart and your own spirit that ember that lives inside of you that is your hope and your dreams and your visions. And we ask you, ancestors, all ancestors, to come and to stand with us and to walk with us as we face the future, a future of uncertainty, a future of imbalance. Help us to breathe life into the new harmony and the new visions and the new dreams of life. And know that we honor you and know that we love you in a good way. Oh.
Thank you, Yona. Please remain standing. Let us sing in the divine. Let us sing in the empowerment of our new dreams, everybody. Can't see nothing in front of me. Can't see nothing coming up behind. I make my way through the darkness. I can't feel nothing but this train that binds me. Come on up for the rising. Come on up, lay your hands in mine. Come on up for the rising. Come on up, rising tonight. La 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 All right.
It's time for Jubilee in action. I'm John Mattox, and I'm happy to announce that Portia Orndorff, Portia, do you want to raise your hand? Will be leading our first creation spirituality study group called Geeking Out. It begins at 12:30 in a downstairs classroom. Listen for excited conversation. And this gives you time to go next door for snacks, and we can't have any food in the classroom. The Jubilee will again participate this year in the Asheville Mardi Gras Parade on February 15th, and you're all invited to participate. The theme is Life is a Carnival, and Jubilee will have a motley crew of circus performers. See Susie Davis for more information. Our annual Super Bowl, S-O-U-P-E-R, Super Bowl event will be after Sunday celebration on February the 8th. Make some soup or just bring bread or hot plates and drinks. See Sage Seeley. Sage, do you want to raise your hand? To discuss the event. And also, we're looking for someone to host the January-February birthday dinner. All you have to do is set the time, the place, and take RSVPs. And you again see Susie Davis if you would like to do that. The social justice team invites jubilants to join them at Mennonite Action's National Training Tour when they come to Asheville next Saturday. Details are on the social justice web team page. We would love for you to take an active part in our community-led celebrations. See Jean Marie Murphy about getting on the schedule. And I also want to announce the Jubilee Social Group is going to make an expedition to Greensboro on Tuesday, if possible. If the monks who are walking from Texas to DC are going to be doing a lunch stop where we could have some interaction with them, we'll be there on Tuesday morning for that.
And if you're lucky like me, I went yesterday and I got a t-shirt.
So who knows what might happen. Contact me about doing that. That's it for Jubilee in Action.
Thank you so much, John. The hunger basket is on the altar. It's ready to be filled. Come on up. Every drop you put in goes right back out to help those in need. Let's stand. Let us sing a song, especially on this day. To dream the impossible dream. To fight the unbeatable foe.
Hello, Jubilee. My name's Scott Evans. I'm going to introduce the song the choir is going to sing today. By the way, that was an incredible rendition of Impossible Dream. I love that song. This morning, our song is In Dreams. This is from the movie The Fellowship of the Rings, from the book written by J.R.R. Tolkien. The tune is light and airy and conjures back a time in the Shire as they leave on their adventure. The lyrics paint a slightly different picture. The Fellowship has come many miles. Some of their friends are no longer, and some of them have deeply changed by the journey's hardships. The adventure has come to be real, and danger is everywhere. Their trust in one another has been shaken. The darkness and the sorrow of the world has changed each one of them. The Fellowship must now split to fulfill their separate duties. The song reminds them of what they love and what they could lose. Some of us may be feeling some of those questions in our own life today. Some sadness, some sorrow, some concern for tomorrow. We hope this song will ease some of that pain. Enjoy.
All right, as usual for meditation and prayer time, I just want to mention before Julia gets started, we've got communion offered in the back of the room. Diana's back there, Judy will be back there to help you with any prayers, any special prayers, any aches and pains, anything that you'd like, support or a hug. Feel free to go back there. This is a good time for that. Julia.
Thank you. That was lovely. Really touched my heart. Music does that. Music is one way and sound of becoming more in tune with ourselves, with others, with our inner breath. I play music while I'm doing my workouts in the morning. I sometimes choose to drum when I need to get in touch with my emotions and release. As we all know, meditation comes in many forms, and there is a primordial vibration that's within each of us that we can actually be in touch with through our breath and through our stillness. So I just want to encourage you to enter the sound of this drum, to feel that. You may shut your eyes or leave them open if you wish, whatever is comfortable for you. once again, I'm going to practice that spontaneity and go with the sound.
Thank you, Julia. It is time to stand and sing as we share a holy peace. So we'll stand, we'll sing our song midway through. You know what to do. Shake hands, smile, hug, whatever you choose. You can play the game, you can act down the part, though you know it wasn't written for you. Tell me, how can you stand there with your broken heart, ashamed of playing the fool? One thing can lead to another. It doesn't take any sacrifice. Oh, father and mother. much, everybody. If you can tear yourselves apart, you're like Velcro or double-sided tape, aren't you? Here's Carol Greenspan with a gift for you all.
Well, welcome, you wonderful, compassionate, loving jubilants. When you give your money to those hunger baskets, it comes to the outreach team, and we put our head together and decide where we're going to put your money. So thank you for that. And the third quarter, our focus has been homelessness and housing. And today we want to welcome Laurie, Shea from Haywood Street Community Development. And she's going to get this check for $1,342. And she's going to share with you a new innovative way that people can afford housing here in Asheville.
Thank you, and thank you for having me. So through the teachings of Martin Luther King Jr., where treating all people with dignity means recognizing the inherent worth in every person and every job, HSCD, or Haywood Street Community Development, lives through that through our mission, which is dignity through dwellings, connection through community. And as Pastor Brian says, we're not building affordable housing, we're building community through affordable housing. So with that, our very first building, Lady Gloria Ridge, which is in the Weekend neighborhood, the West End Klingman neighborhood, we have built, actually we're just about to open, 41 1, 2, and 3 bedroom units. All the units have granite countertops, walk-in closets, balconies. They're absolutely beautiful, and 9-foot ceilings. It's just a beautiful apartment building, and I can't wait for our friends and families to move in. The units, as I mentioned, is 41 units. What's different about what we're doing is 35 of our units are set aside for people that have housing choice vouchers. These are vouchers that are distributed through the Housing Authority, as well as through our VA. We have people with VASH vouchers, veterans moving in, as well as through VIA Health, and those are mostly people that are supported through their mental illness challenges. And then six of the units are income-based. They're based on, I don't know how many people understand how the city or how HUD sets this out, but they decide what the area median income for each different city is. So for Asheville, for instance, the area median income for a single person to afford to live here is $65,188. Exactly. So, so our 6 units we've set aside for 3 of the units are for families, individuals and families that make 60% of that, or $39,113. And 3 of the units are set aside for people who make 80% of that, which would be, $52,150. Yeah. And so we're trying to meet the needs of the community through a different way of developing. Developers typically come in and they'll set aside a percentage of their units because they're getting federal funding called LIHTC, or tax credits, and they get federal funds to do that. But they're only required to keep those affordable units for 15 years. After that, they can make the market rate, which to us is a Band-Aid. It's very cyclical, right? We get people housed, we get people into apartments, and then all of a sudden they lose their apartment because it becomes market rate. And so it just becomes a vicious cycle. We've deeded our property to be affordable in perpetuity. So no one, thank you. So even in 15 years, if we're unable to maintain, or we don't, which will never happen, but if we were to sell the building, no matter who owns that building, those apartments will always have to be affordable, and at least 50% of those units will always have to be for people that have vouchers. So this is our vision of affordable, deeply affordable housing, and we're under contract for a second piece of property off of McDowell. So these type of donations are very much appreciated, and we will definitely put it towards everything that we have. Thank you.
Thank you, Laurie, so much. Thank you, Carol. All right, Yona, we're ready for you. Come on up here and share with us your wisdom.
Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Ryan Crabtree and the World Beat Band. I want to share with you some readings, especially from one of my favorite poets, Mary Oliver. Explore waking life through dream imagery, focusing on deep connection with nature, finding wonder, paying attention in the journey of self-discovery, often contrasting worldly worries with the simple, essential beauty outside. And from Matthew Fox, if dreams are real and reality was a dream, how would you know the difference? Oh. Jubilee, I'm so happy to be here this morning. Not only here in front of you, but to be here, to be able to take and receive the next precious gift of breath of life, to receive the nutrients that not only that Mother Earth has so generously provides for us, but for your presence as well, for what your life energy and for what your life source brings to my life and the meaning. Like that whole butterfly effect of just the simple beating of a wing can create and affect so much of a larger vision. Whenever it comes to empowering and envisioning a new dream, I've been spending all week about what that would look like. Recently, I've been reminded of a story of what dreams really are. I was approached a few months ago by someone writing a book about Cherokee history and the Trail of Tears and their own understanding of a family story that was told. And the book begins with a young girl, Cherokee girl named Ela. And Ela is peering out from behind laurel bushes looking at a chicken coop. And she's very sensitive to every sound around her because every sound that might detect her presence indicates danger. And in that moment, Ela's only dream is to safely enter into that chicken coop and gather a couple of eggs so that she can eat. But if she's caught, then she's going to be taken and forcibly moved to a foreign land, taken away from her home. In that moment, as far as she could dream, was to hope that in the next few moments, she could garner some nurturing. But yet, afraid to approach that opportunity, but yet knowing that there was no other choice. Jubilee, as we sit here this morning in the comforts of peering from wherever we're peering from in life, how far can you dream? What is the nurturing that's out there that creates a yearning inside of you that gives you the willingness and the gumption and the wherewithal to make a journey, to attain something that maybe seem unattainable, the impossible dream? How do we take the impossibilities and make them possible? And how did our ancestors do this? How did little Ela, peering out from behind these bushes, hoping that just for a moment, maybe just for something to eat, how was she able to well up inside and find the courage to step forward and make a dream come true? And all it took was to take the next breath and to know that there was something greater waiting. 30-something years ago, a man named Howard Hanke came along with a vision and a dream. Gratefully for that. In a time when there was only so far that he could dream outside of this foundation of belief, and he dreamed beyond that to the point where he kind of had to hide behind some bushes and look out to see if it was safe to come get some eggs. And as we evolve into where we are now, look at where we are now, Jubilee. Maybe we as a collective community in common unity, the one thing that unifies us is that we're looking from some perspective in life toward the future, and how far can we dream? How do we empower what we're trying to create here? What is the new empowerment of the new understanding of what our communities look like when we gather in church, ceremony, ritual, whatever you want to call this is? For all of you that are out there online paying attention in this moment, thank you for coming and to build an energetic battery of life so that we can help to ignite the world, to empower, not only with our own hopes and dreams, but to combine, to unify, common unity. And when this energy comes together, this creates that humming sound that maybe you hear around these big transformers that create all this electricity, and you can just feel it humming and buzzing. And that's what we're doing here, Jubilee. As we're gathering and we're taking all our dreams and we're taking all this energy and we're combining it to form power, to create collectively a collective consciousness. Matthew Fox talks all about the collective consciousness in our creation spirituality. What were the dreams of the energies of the cosmos whenever there was so-called nothingness, where in the Bible says, in the beginning there was the light? Was there a dream involved in that? Or is this the very source of foundation of the power that is the very source of the dreams that we call upon, that unknowingness, intuition? Have you ever had those moments? I don't know what made me do that, just something told me to do it. We all have that part of that great mystery that lives inside of us. Who knows the story of Rumpelstiltskin? In this weekend of Martin Luther King remembrance, instead of going and looking at the I Have a Dream speech, I went and found the very last sermon that Martin Luther King gave, and I listened to what was on his mind in those moments before it was decided that he needed to be somewhere else. What was the message that he was carrying that was so pertinent, that was empowering a community that was rising up from injustice? And in those moments before that voice was silenced, but the dream wasn't extinguished. But when that voice was silenced, what was this man walking in life? What was he saying? What was he carrying as his hope? What was powering his words that we now have created a holiday for this man because he spoke his truth? He spoke the truth about a dream that he had. And as I listened to him, all I could see is what's happening to us in this land today, not only here in America, but around the world. He talked about how technology and the ability to see beyond now What used to take 2 or 3 months to get to Europe, now you can get there in hours. The evolution of change. And whenever Rumpelstiltskin went up on that mountain to go take his nap, he saw a sign. He said that, okay, there was King George III, and King George III was in charge, and Rumpelstiltskin goes up there and takes a nap. And when he comes down there, the same sign is there, but yet it's George Washington. He had no idea who it was, but Rumpelstiltskin had slept through a revolution, had slept through 20 years of change. Where are we inside of being awake in this time where we might want to just go take a nap? And hopefully wake up and it'll be better. Hopefully the passage of time will take care of the things that we ourselves as human beings cannot. What are we doing, Jubilee community? What are we doing to stay awake, to be aware, to create a foundation so that this evolution, revolution, can grow, to grow in balance and harmony? So that whenever the rich, whenever they have this abundance, and whenever Martin Luther King talked about the inequality of the races, of how there were generational wealth that was handed down through the white colonies, whenever you might look culturally at the blacks that had nothing, that came from nothingness, that had no inherited wealth. They had to create a dream from nothingness. Yes, they were given freedom, but they weren't given a penny to do anything about it. They had to create a home base to support a dream of freedom. Really not knowing what the freedom was. So what are we doing in this way to come back and to be awake in these moments? To be sure that we don't become so overburdened with what we choose to take on in this life as our responsibilities, and to really look around and to ask for help, and to really open our hearts with each and every breath, in and out, of how much value that we offer one another just by being alive and by dreaming and hoping. We're starting to see all around the world now that there's a large energy that in this darkness where we're trying to find more light. And I look around and I see some of these younger generations, some of these younger children, and thank you for being here to inspire me to live a life that is going to grow not only the visions and the hopes that we share together as a community, but to continue to carry forth the voices of our ancestors in those times that just wanted us to come back to harmony and peace and balance, to rediscover kindness, to rediscover innocence, to rediscover that very level place where there's no judgment or preconceived notions about what color or how much money or how big or how small. But just a place that is so solid and so level that nothing can bring it out of balance. And to me, that's the dream. If there's a cosmic God out there that is the one entity, I think perhaps that is the vision that this entity was trying to accomplish. How do we empower one another? How do we take this community and empower what is happening in communities just like this all over the world? How do we breathe in the free will, the privilege to sit here today when there's so many in the world right now that don't have this opportunity to openly express themselves, to openly receive? What are we doing, Jubilee community, to empower them so that they can step out from behind those laurel bushes and feel safe to go get food and nurturing? What can we do to empower our children so that whenever they look around them and they appreciate the beauty that lives around them and the beauty that lives inside of them? What are we doing, community, to empower that dream? And what are we doing to stabilize that foundation for them? How do we live our life today? How will it change your life this week, community, to go out and to restabilize something in your life that makes a difference? Thank you for all that's being done to house people, to feed people. Can we do more to take the riches that exist out there and open them up so that all people can receive the dream, so that no one has to hide behind a bush and hope for food? And it's always safe to come and open your heart to receive. This is the dream that I empower. In the silence of my hopes. When I'm driving down the road listening to my grandchildren talk on the phone, learning to laugh at nothing. No, baby, why did the chicken cross the road? I think that's what Mary was talking about in her poem. Let's return to the simplicity. The simplicity empowers the happiness that creates the dream and the vision that wants us to continue. That gives us the drive and empowers us to rise above and to go beyond, even in moments of doubt. Even in those times where we might feel we want to go take a nap for 20 years. Offer this to you in a good way. And I hope that sometime you take the opportunity to go out and willingly give and to receive and be a part of the dream that comes next in a good way.
What a perfect moment to send the bowls around, knowing that every drop we put in there helps us to keep all of our dreams alive, the Jubilee dreams alive. So thank you, those of you online who give. Thank you, those of you here who are giving this morning. I've just closed my eyes again, climbed aboard the Dreamweaver train. Driver, take away my worries of today. Oh, and leave tomorrow behind. Oh, Dreamweaver, I believe you can get me through the night. Oh, Dreamweaver, I believe we can reach the morning light. Fly me high through the starry sky.
And Jubilee, in this moment, want to offer you this ritual that we have been performing here at Jubilee for the past few years. In our tradition, in our Cherokee tradition, whenever we offer something as a gift, we offer it 4 times. Once in gesture as an offering from our ancestors of the past. Once for in this time that we understand to be now in the present. Once for the future and the hopes and the dreams. And the 4th time for the free will and the willingness to receive. So we offer this to you in a good way to let you know that your energy and that your money and your efforts are being honored in this time. Not only for what you give right now, but from where this energy comes from your hopes in being here and to care for your dreams to the future. So thank you for your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jubilee. Thank you, Yona. Thank you. Let us stand and sing into our dreams, Jubilee. If you feel like coming up front and holding hands or just holding hands in the pews, it's fine. Let's bring ourselves together here as we sing. Do it, Preston.